Well, I first of all welcome J.P. Nadda's press conference because it's good that the president of the party has given focus to the corruption of Sonia Gandhi. And in fact, since he's the president of the party, I hope he will forward those 10 questions to the CBI and to the Enforcement Directorate and the Department of Revenue Intelligence and the Income Tax, because it's not enough just to raise questions, which is, of course, a very good thing because it creates an awareness, but we need to go into action. And I have demonstrated through the National Herald case that through a private complaint, you can go so far as to get them on bail. I mean, they were arrested in court and they had requested for bail, and I did not object to their taking bail, but they had to pay 50,000 rupees each and also produce a person who would stand instead in case they jumped bail and went. And so, I mean, it was a humiliating experience for them. But it's not, now we are in an advanced stage of proceedings in the National Herald case. But what Nadda has raised are involved on a borderline between national security and anti-nationalism. And therefore, this is to be taken extremely seriously, and it cannot just be a statement which makes people aware and then no action follows. People get fed up when action doesn't follow. For example, on the money that is abroad in foreign bank accounts, we haven't got them back, and there's a lot of dissatisfaction on that. But Nadda is a different type of person. I know he follows through everything he does, and I would look forward to it. Let me say 2-3 things. One, the government can immediately take over the Rajiv Gandhi Foundation. They can nationalize it in the public interest. And the land doesn't belong to them. They have done it by forgery and by fraud. And it was originally given by during when Mr. Rajiv Gandhi was Prime Minister for building a party office so that they could shift away from Akbar Road or wherever their party offices were in government bungalows and have an office of their own. BJP has also done that. They have shifted now in their Mars. So they didn't do that. What they did was, although they got it built on public money taken from industrialists, once the building was made, they quietly made it into Rajiv Gandhi Foundation, just like they have done by Young Indian for National Herald. So the idea is to acquire it. So I think we now must have criminal cases registered against them. At least 6 of them can be formed out of the 10 questions. And we must proceed further because all the laws have been broken. FCRA has been broken. Income tax laws have been broken. So many laws have been broken. And I think that is what we need.
Absolutely. And that's a breaking news point that Dr. Swamy, you are giving us. We're going to come out with that breaking news point. I want to ask you another question. In the Supreme Court, whether it's the National Herald case, even in the lower court that we've seen you fighting, whether it's the black money case that I've seen you at the forefront of, whether it's this case that you had raised in 2015, the question I want to pinpoint, and as we're going to come down with the breaking news on this, what further can be done to ensure action is taken? Because you started off by saying 2 very important points. This is about anti-nationalism and this is about national security, sir.
Yes, that's correct. No, you see, the thing is, when I do it as an individual, and it requires enormous resources, connections, paper printing for court records and so on. But when the government brings in the CBI and the Enforcement Directorate and the Income Tax Department, all 3 in one place, then in my opinion, we can move very fast. And when in the 2G spectrum case, after I proved the criminality of Raja, they moved in very fast and prosecuted him. Unfortunately, the lower court, the special CBI court, I think there was some hera-pheri, and he got away, and now it's in appeal in the High Court, and sooner or later he will be prosecuted. But the fact is that it is possible in 2-3 years' time to not only book Sonia Gandhi right away, an FIR should be registered and she should be arrested and interrogated, but prosecution, framing of charges, and judgment all can be done in 2-3 years in our system.